Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a grocery haul from Coles to share with you all. If you're new here, my name is Kaylee. I'm a stay-at-home mum. I've got 3 young kids. I've got a 5-year-old, a 2.5-year-old and an 8-month-old. We are a low-income family of 5 living on a budget in Australia like many people are these days, and I make videos like this all the time. I try to post weekly grocery hauls, what we eat for dinner. Sometimes I post a vlog here and there and whatever else I feel like filming and posting. So if you're interested in that kind of content, be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments below. And let's get straight into the grocery haul for today. So just quickly before I get into showing you everything that we've got today, I wanted to say this is a weekly grocery shop. For the past couple of months we've been doing like a big fortnightly grocery shop, and then sort of halfway through, or like 7 to 10 days into the fortnight, I will go and do a little top-up shop of like $100, maybe $150, but budget only allowed for 1 week worth of groceries today. Looking at it all spread out, like this is probably gonna last a lot longer than a week. We also have food like in the freezer, in the pantry and stuff. We're slowly building up our stockpile, I guess you could say. So I'm certain this food will last longer than a week, but for the last little while we have been doing a fortnightly shop. So if that's what you're used to watching from me, it's different today. It's just a weekly shop. So I'm going to turn you around and show you everything that we've bought today, and then at the end of the video I will share how much it all cost. I've got everything laid out on the floor like I usually do because my kitchen bench is so small, but let's start at the back here. I have bought nappies for my 2.5-year-old and then nappies for my 8-month-old. I'm trying to get more into cloth nappies again soon. I have to provide nappies for daycare, so I do need to continue buying nappies when the kids are at home. My 8-month-old is at home all the time, but when my 2.5-year-old is home I do use cloth nappies, but at daycare I have to send disposable. I'm still waiting to find out if I can start sending cloth, but for right now that's nappies for the 2 of them. That should last a while. I actually got some free nappies on a Facebook group, like a pay it forward Facebook group for in a size 6, which we've been using this week, which has been such a blessing. It's so great getting free things, especially like stuff that you know you're going to use. But yeah, nappies for them. I've got some Wheat Bix. All of the kids eat Wheat Bix, all 3 of them. We're going through it really fast at the moment. I feel like I used to buy Wheat Bix and it would last months, and I'm pretty sure I've had to be buying this at least twice a month. I've been having to restock on the Wheat Bix. They have it every day for breakfast, pretty much like every single day without fail they're having it for breakfast, and then if they want it throughout the day, like lunch, dinner or a snack or whatever, they're having Wheat Bix. So yeah, we're going through it really fast, but I don't mind because it's a good healthy cereal alternative, I guess you could say. So I'm pretty happy with that. We've got some toilet roll, a 24 pack of toilet roll. We are down to our last roll today. If we didn't run out of toilet roll, like if we weren't down to our last roll, I probably would have put off this shop a little bit longer, but we don't live close to a grocery shop, so it's not easy for me to just like go around the corner to the shop and grab some toilet roll. It's just more convenient to get a grocery delivery. So yeah, I thought I'm just gonna get it delivered today because it's stuff we need anyway, and we were nearly out of toilet roll. So yeah, grab that. And then I've got a packet of wipes. These are the Coles brand water wipes. I don't know, I do actually think I've had these before, just once. Those are the ingredients, hopefully it focuses. So it's 99% water, and then the rest of it is like, I'm assuming a preservative of some sort. We use cloth wipes as well as cloth nappies, and we've always used cloth wipes. Even over time when we haven't been using cloth nappies, we've still continued to use cloth wipes. But I do keep a packet of nappies in my nappy bag I keep a packet of wipes in my nappy bag for when we go out, if I need to like wipe the kids' faces or their hands or whatever when we've been out, or you know, if I obviously need to change them while we're out. I just prefer having disposable wipes with me. So I thought I ran out of my packet of wipes. Turns out it was just buried at the bottom of my bag, but for when I do run out of wipes, I just grabbed that. It was really cheap. I think it was like less than $2.50, so that's great, and it's got decent ingredients as well. Kane, my husband, has been asking for sweet chili chicken tenders, so we will have that. We've got some wraps in the freezer. I'm fairly certain we've got wraps in the freezer. If we don't, I know we've got like little tortillas, or we'll just eat them like by itself. But this will be nice to have for lunch on the weekend. It's Thursday today, so we won't eat these until the weekend most likely, but yeah, looking forward to having this. And this is like the Coles brand that's not really Coles brand, if that makes sense. Like they only sell this at Coles, but it's technically not Coles brand. So they had heaps of different ones in this range, the Family Faves range. They had like southern fried chicken pieces, they had like popcorn chicken nuggets, they had plain chicken tenders as well, but we prefer the sweet chili, so we'll give those a go, see how it is. Back up here, we've got some mee goreng noodles, just another easy lunch option to have. I really struggle with eating lunches, not eating lunches, but I struggle with knowing what to eat for lunches. And if you've seen my videos before, I talked about this a couple weeks ago in a grocery haul, where I feel kind of guilty buying like quote unquote nice food for me to have for lunch during the week, because I am a stay-at-home mum. I do work from home, so I don't have a lot of time to myself during the day. Yeah, I do kind of struggle with figuring out what to eat for myself for lunches during the week, so I pretty much just have like toast or noodles or whatever. But I don't really mind, but it would be nice to have like chicken or something during the week. Anyway, we got some noodles on Monday. Like we popped into the shops to get some cleaning stuff for our rent inspection, and I grabbed a packet of noodles to have for our lunch on that day, and it's nearly all gone. So I grabbed that as a restock. It is kind of expensive. It's $3.95, which I don't love paying for like what's meant to be like a cheap food, but we don't live close by like a bulk Asian supermarket, so I can't go and buy a box, and we don't live near Costco anymore. Otherwise I'd go to Costco and buy their box of mee goreng noodles. Anyway, that's a whole ramble, but yeah, got noodles. And then some dairy. I've got a block of salted butter that I use for cooking and baking, and then this is the butter that we use for toast and sandwiches and stuff like that. I've got some cheddar cheese, just a kilo of cheddar cheese. We're nearly out of cheese. I did a lot of lunchbox baking at the beginning of the week, and I made like Vegemite scrolls and pizza scrolls, so we've used up all of the cheese pretty much. There's a tiny bit left, so grab that. That's just some Twiggy sticks that my 5-year-old has in his lunchbox. They're for next week. I've got enough for tomorrow, and then probably some for Monday as well, but that's for the rest of the week. I'll move back up here before I get into the rest of the stuff, but I've just stocked up on a few different like pantry items. So we've got some tomato sauce that we're nearly out of. I've got some vanilla extract just there, some ground cinnamon, some garlic powder that we're nearly out of. They were out of stock of the Coles brand, so I got the big jar of Master Foods. I've got some hoisin sauce, some sweet soy sauce Kane asked me to get, and then some mirin, which we use in Kane's work lunches. Here I've just got 2 jars of minced garlic. We are basically out of minced garlic. I would like to get down to Spud Shed at some point soon. They sell like pre-peeled garlic cloves. I think it's like 2 for $5. I might be wrong, and it's 500 grams of garlic cloves. I'd like to get down and buy some of that and process it myself at home, so I don't have to buy the minced garlic, but that will be a job for sometime in the future. And then I've just got some crushed ginger. We don't use crushed ginger that often, but I make the recipe tin. I think it's called like the Easy Weeknight Ramen recipe in her recipe book. I don't own the book. I actually It's a funny story. I saw someone on Instagram post it a few years ago, and they were like, oh, go buy the book if you want the recipe. So I actually, when I was at Kmart one time, I found the book, I found the recipe, and I took a photo of it, which I know is like, it's kind of bad, but we've been eating this ramen recipe for 2 or 3 years now. And I do typically use ginger, but because it's like the only recipe that I use ginger for, when I run out, I don't tend to like go and buy it quickly. But I feel like it's been missing it when we've had it recently. So anyway, got that. It's not the Coles brand, they were out of stock, so I had to get the more expensive one. And then I've just got some muesli bars for my 5-year-old's lunchbox. Back up here, I've got 2 bags of plain flour. I've been doing more baking recently. I've been trying to make like snacks and stuff, baked goods from scratch, and I would like to get it back into making sourdough. At our old house, I didn't make sourdough at all. I think I tried once and then gave up. But when we lived in this area a few years ago, I was really like on the ball with sourdough. I never had a successful loaf, but I did have heaps of really nice discard recipes. So yeah, lots of baking happening in this house, and hopefully I can get a good loaf one day. And then for our stockpile that we're starting up, I've just got 2 bottles of long life full cream milk. There's been a few times over the last couple of weeks or the last couple of months that we've been running out of like fresh milk and having to like go to the shops just to get milk. And like I said, we don't live close to a shop, so it's kind of annoying having to like run in for like 1 or 2 things. So I wanted to start a stockpile, and I'll talk about that a little bit more at the end of the video for people who aren't really interested. But yeah, grab that today. And for my baby, I've been making her baby food at home. I was buying her pouches, but it's just too expensive to continue doing that. Like, I was buying her pouches and she'd eat like 3 or 4 a day, and it was really expensive. So I've been making her baby food at home, and I get these. This is my 3rd week in a row buying these. I literally just drain the juice. I drain the juice into like a jug, and the kids drink it, and then I just blend the pears. You don't have to do anything to it. You literally just blend it. So yeah, I got that for her. I just used pears that I bought last week yesterday to make her puree. So that's just a restock. I've got some hand soap. That's just for the kitchen. We had like a big 1 litre hand soap that we only just run out of. So that's a restock until I can get to a Bunnings. Again, we don't live close to a Bunnings, which sucks. And then just some strawberries. These are so expensive now. They're up to $4.50 for the 250 gram. And when I go to Spudshed, I will buy some strawberries, and hopefully they have a good price on them. I saw in the catalogue, I think they were like $1.99 for a 250 gram punnet, which is such a good price. That's like peak strawberry season price. So I'll go there eventually. But yeah, strawberries for the kids. And then I've got some eggs. We have an aviation flu at the moment in Australia. I don't know if it's anywhere else in the world, or if it's just Australia. And I'm watching this video, actually it's on my TV, the Everyday Mama. I was just watching her, and I heard her say that this is probably going to last a year, the aviation flu, which is so annoying. We eat a lot of eggs in this family, and we don't have access to anyone who owns chickens to buy directly for them or buy directly from them, so we're stuck buying it from the shops. I'm not sure if these are the ones I bought. I'm sure they are, but they are like the expensive eggs, the free range extra large eggs. Usually I get like the $5 box, but I think these are like $6.50. It's not like that expensive, but when you're like adding it up with the rest of the groceries, it is kind of expensive. So anyway, 2 dozen eggs. I've got a dozen in the fridge. I just ate 2 today for my lunch, and there's 10 left. So I mean, they'll go like within the week pretty much. Back up there, before I move on again, I've got 3 bottles of 3 litre milk, full cream. We all have the milk in this family for coffees and cereal, Wheat Bix, baking, whatever. We all have it, so we go through it really fast. And then we've just got 8 bottles of Pepsi. That's our treat, us adults. We have Pepsi. We don't buy like crisps or chocolate or anything. As much as I would love to, we just don't. I've got some maple syrup. We are going through maple syrup and honey really fast. Ken has this in his coffee. I use it in baking. I put it in the kids' yogurt. I put it in the kids' Wheat Bix. So we're going through it really fast. Again, I had to get the Queen brand. This was like $10 for the bottle. But the Coles brand was out of stock and we're nearly out of our bottle of maple syrup. So gotta do what you gotta do. When we get down to Costco at some point in the future, I'm gonna buy 2 of the big bottles of maple syrup, so hopefully we don't run out of it too fast. And then yeah, just some honey for the same reasons as this, like Wheat Bix, yogurt, etc. I've got some yogurt pouches for my 5-year-old's lunchbox. I usually have been making our own yogurt pouches. I've got reusable pouches, but it makes a mess when I do it myself, and until I get my hands on a pouch filling station, I'm just gonna buy whatever is the cheapest. These were on special. I think it was $1.10 or $1.20, and these are 120 grams, so they're the nice big ones. They're not the smaller ones. He's been having the smaller ones this week, but these worked out cheaper per 100 grams to get these. And moving on to the meat now, we do have some meat in the freezer still. I think we've got a bit of chicken. I know we've got chicken breast. I think we've got another chicken cutlet. We might not have chicken cutlets actually. We've got some frozen duck. We've got some mince. We've got some honey soy chicken wings from a while ago. So this, like, it will definitely last a little bit longer than a week just because of the food that we've got in the freezer. But obviously if we didn't have that food in the freezer, it would probably last a week or less. So we're big meat eaters in this family. I had a comment on a grocery haul a few weeks ago saying like the meat that we have will last us a month easily, and it didn't. It lasted us the fortnight that I thought it would, or the 10 days that I thought it would. Yeah, we're big meat eaters. Even the kids, like the boys, they love meat as well. So we go through it really quickly, and it's a big expense, but we're not willing to compromise on that sort of thing. So got a few like treat things this week because we haven't had it in such a long time, and I feel like I'm kind of low on iron because I've been really tired lately. I've been really tired throughout the day, and then on a night time I'm crashing really early, and I feel like I'm getting it like decent enough sleep as well as you can when you've got a breastfed baby that wakes up in the middle of the night, and I'm still tired, so I'm hoping that upping my red meat intake will help a little bit. Anyway, we've got some lamb 4/4 chops. Wow, $33.52. I definitely did not pay that much. I think it was like $24 when I ordered it online, so I'm hoping that they don't I'm hoping that they don't charge me that much, because I would not have bought it if it was going to be $33.52. That's ridiculous. If you live in Perth, there's a shop called the Beef Shed in Malaga, and they have lamb 4/4 chops. Sometimes they get down to like $9.99 a kilo. This is $19 a kilo. But I know with Coles back in the day, if the meat they picked was more than what you paid online, they charge you extra. So I'm really hoping they don't do that, because I'll be kind of annoyed if they do that. And then I've grabbed some pork chops. We haven't had pork chops in a while either, so that'll be tasty. Some steak. We're gonna have the steak for dinner tonight. I'm really excited because yeah, we haven't had red meat in such a long time. $20 for this, which I don't think is too bad. $25 a kilo. It's just like, I think it's like the economy type porterhouse, but yeah, we do not get steak that often at all. It's crazy to think this time last year we were doing the carnivore diet, and now we're too poor to do that. Like, we pretty much live on chicken and like mince. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having this tonight. And finally, we have got some chicken thigh cutlets. I think these honestly used to be cheaper per kilo as well, but it's fine. It's the bone in, skin on. So I made this really tasty recipe from the Simple Home edit. I think it's the garlic butter chicken recipe, baked garlic butter chicken. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I have it coming up in a like what's for dinner video, because we had this I think on Sunday night. It was so good. I've never made it before, but it was delicious. So I've got 2 of those, so I can either make one massive one and then have leftovers the next day for lunch, or have 2 like smaller versions of it because the kids liked it as well. But finally, after like nearly 20 minutes of yapping, I've made it through the grocery haul. This is a long one, sorry about that. But I will share with you the cost breakdown now. The sun is in my glasses, but I will quickly share the cost breakdown now. So this was our first time ordering from Coles in a really long time. And in my last grocery haul, I mentioned that I am swapping from Woolworths to Coles. I got myself confused. I thought that the Coles Plus monthly subscription, you got 10% off your shop. You actually don't, which is a bit of a shame. So I am actually going to go ahead and cancel that. I paid for it and they haven't taken the money out of my account. So I'm just gonna go and cancel it straight away. And then next time I have to do a grocery shop, I'm going to sign up for the Coles Plus Saver, which is $7 a month. And you get 10% off your shop. I'm more interested in the money off than I am like free delivery or whatever, because I'm always going to spend enough to hit the threshold for free delivery. But yeah, just to be transparent, I paid $19 this morning. They didn't take the money out, but I'm sure they will. And I'm going to revert, I'm going to cancel it, and I'm going to sign up for the $7 a month Coles Saver Plus, or Coles Plus Saver, to get 10% off my shop next time. So this grocery haul was $283.43. And that includes $1.50 to buy bags. I'm scrolling through to see if I did actually pay that much for the lamb 4/4 chops. No, I paid $24.70. So if they try and charge me like $36, I'm not going to be very happy. But yeah, $284 for a week worth of groceries, which is pretty insane. I always think back to like when me and Kane first moved out. We would spend $50 a week on groceries, and then I had to up it to $75, and I was like so sad about it. And now here we are, like how many years later? Like 6 or 7 years later. We've got 3 kids obviously, but the groceries are so expensive. And I know we could get cheaper things. I know we could like not get steak, not get lamb, that sort of thing. We could easily just buy chicken or have meatless meals or whatever. Like there are always things to do to save money. But for our family, I think like the $250 to $300 a week mark is where we're at right now. And we are very lucky where we live right now. There are so many community food pantries that we've been going to for things like bread, produce. So you'll see like there wasn't much fresh fruit and veg in this shop because the community food pantries have been supplying that stuff for us. We've got like sourdough, we've got bread rolls, burger buns, hot dog buns, we've got heaps. Like the freezer is halfway full with just bread from these community food pantries. Heaps of apples and bananas and stuff that we get provided, and the kids eat it. We go through it really fast, but we are lucky to have those sort of things around. And it's obviously, it's not going to supply you with a week worth of groceries, but it definitely helps fill in the gap, and it also helps stretch your money a little bit further. Like maybe, yeah, I can spend $284 today, but when this food is gone and I can't get to the shop next week, it's really nice to be able to have these people to go to, and it's gonna go in the bin if no one goes to it, which sucks, but it is the truth, it's the reality. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I need to go and put this all away now before my baby wakes up from her nap. If you enjoyed watching this, and if you want to see more grocery hauls from me, or watch a video on how we cook all of this for our family of 5 for dinners and lunches and stuff like that, or if you want to see daily vlogs, be sure to subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you in my next video.